Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Mountain Blade Bannerlord roleplay series following Stalbjorn of Clan Hreifensvitier. And in that last episode, we had completed our quest for vengeance by defeating our enemies and rescuing our family from their clutches. And in so doing, becoming a powerful NORD war leader. And we are going to continue that path as a NORD war leader here today. As you can see, we are near the lands of the Sturgians, the city of Revel off in the distance, and Ustakol Castle rising above these cliffs. But the village of Ustakol is nearby and seemingly little defended. We have been contracted by the Kingdom of the Nords to act as raiders on behalf of them in their war against the Sturgians. We can see they've got some sieges going on over here and over here, and so I'm hoping that this peninsula will be lightly defended. We'll see. We'll have to keep our eye out because our troops are not particularly well trained. We are operating mostly with NORD younglings, so not very skilled warriors at all. They barely have any good equipment. So we're gonna have to play things relatively safe here. But we should be able to raid this village. So yes, here we are preparing for our first raid, and it is a night raid as well. So we are around the lands of Ustakol, which is owned by Vilder, a chieftain of the Sturgians. We're gonna take hostile action, obviously, and raid this village. The residents of Ustakol have gathered to resist us, which is totally fine. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to handle some villagers. We're gonna need to make a formation of archers here. I'm gonna put myself and Ufeg on with them, and I'll have our brother Cord manage our 3 archers. Not gonna worry too much about tactics here, but we will be using just kind of a basic shield wall tactic. Typically, I try to play this game very tactical when possible, but in this situation, I'm not incredibly worried about this fight in particular, so I'm just gonna get our infantry to go there. I'm gonna get our archers to take a little bit of a sideways position here. We'll have our infantry, once they get into their position, they're gonna move into shield wall formation. And our archers here should be able to take some pot shots as the enemy kind of comes in here. So we're gonna do some pot shots as well. Looks like their infantry is coming in, and we're gonna take out a few of them if we can here. They just run straight into our shield wall. There we go. Nice. I'm gonna get a few of them with the axe. I'm gonna come in from behind with the axe here. They're not gonna be able to break through the shield wall at all. I'm actually gonna have our men just charge in here. We should be able to finish these guys off relatively quick here. We're gonna be losing, of course, some of our NORD younglings. It's just what's gonna happen. But we should be able to deal with most of them. They do have actually a reasonable amount of archers here, so we will need to kind of keep the shields up here, so we are not damaged too badly. Take that archer down. We're just gonna charge in with our men here. Try to finish off as many of these archers as we can ourselves. There we go, come on. The archers won't last long. They're lightly armored. Our men have the bloodlust in them now, and we're just gonna take out as many of them as we can to, get our own level of valor. Oh yeah, not a single one left alive. The village is ours, and anyone who did survive will be, our prisoners. So we gained some renown, gained some influence, gained some morale as well, which is absolutely perfect. We did capture some prisoners, so we're gonna make them our prisoners. And you can see here that, we did level up a decent amount of our NORD younglings. I am gonna probably put a decent amount of them into archers, because getting some decent archers is gonna be very useful here. Our warriors are leveling up, so that is even better. I want to get some more shield biters because those are going to be our strong shield infantry. So we're going to keep going up there. And we've got an archer here who's going to level up to a Nord Freeman archer. And we'll just keep the younglings down at the bottom. It doesn't really matter, but that's just how I like to do it. Did we capture anything of value? Nothing too valuable here. But we're going to keep all the loot. Go from there. Now, like I said, we are going to need to keep an eye out because I won't be surprised if, yeah, okay, so Vilder is actually coming. Yeah, I got to call off the raid. 67 men and 100, well, 25, 103. That's about 200 men coming towards us right now. We did, I think, pick up a little bit of stuff. Yeah, we got a cow. We got some hides, some linen, some butter as well, and then some loot. Not the best raid, but to be honest, I just don't want to face 200 men here. This might not have been the easiest pickings, or as easy of pickings as I thought here. So we're gonna let this raid end. We're gonna leave, and we're gonna get back to our ships before Vilder can reach us here. Yeah, he was coming for us. Yeah, let's get out of there. Luckily, luckily he wasn't able to catch us. We got a little bit of loot, not as much as I might have hoped, but we're gonna look for some easier pickings perhaps. So we did get a little bit of a level up there. We can pick a new perk here. 20 damage while wielding without a shield. Well, we always use a shield, so the obvious answer is to go to Trainer here. +5 experience to melee troops in your party after every battle. That's actually +5% experience. That's going to be useful. Yeah, we're not doing a crazy amount of tournaments, so this is definitely the better option over here. Sailing into the wind. We're gonna look for some easier pickings, like I said. Maybe Kharkiv? We'll take a look and we'll see. All right, so as I was heading towards Kharkiv, I did see this armed convoy of Kalata the Brewer. They've probably got some loot on their ships, and you know, we are a Nord raider. This is probably an ideal situation. Looks like some of those Sturgeon prisoners want to join us, but I'm not gonna bring them on. This could be a tough fight. They've got a couple ships, 28 infantry, 22 ranged. They're probably relatively experienced. They have the numbers advantage, but I think we might be able to take them on. They are trying to run from us here. Says they've got the advantage. But let's see if we can convince them to be. If you want our wares, you'll have to take this ship, you damn pirate. I mean, I think that we might be able to pull this off, so we're gonna try it anyways. You know, we pulled off a victory against those Sea Raiders, and I think the Sea Raiders are probably stronger than these guys. We'll see. All right, we're gonna go straight in here. They've got the wind probably at their backs. Pretty stormy seas here. But I think that we'll be able to pull this off, especially if we do what we did last time. Hit one ship at a time. That's going to be our best shot. We don't want to sink any ships. We want to capture their entire cargo here. So we're going to angle off to our starboard side and see if we can just... They got one ship pulling way ahead here, which I'm going to try to go right past it. They're going to try to latch onto us, probably, but the seas are a bit too stormy. Gives us a chance to kind of get away from them. They're going to have to turn heavily here, and then that might give us the chance to board this ship here. So we're going to pull up alongside, get ready here. I'm gonna see if I can launch some javelins. There we go. I got one hit on, I think. There we go. All right. Yeah, if we can take one ship at a time. Yeah, these guys are not that well armored here. Let's go. All right. Yeah, these are just merchants. They have some guards, obviously, but not the strongest. The rest of their crew is coming across here. Let's just kind of keep hitting them here. I don't want to kind of get caught by myself wouldn't be ideal. All right, let's see. Can we keep pushing, men? They got quite a few troops there. Are we doing, how are we doing here? Some of their men are reasonably well armored too. But I think we can finish them off. Come on, keep it going. Keep it going. Let's go. Finish them here. They're coming across rather slowly. And I think we're getting some decent kills on us. Our men are going down though, that's for sure. Okay. Come on, we gotta keep taking them down here. There we go. There we go. Got a few men at the bow of this ship here. I'm gonna try to take this guy from the back. There we go. Let's go. These are our men. Oh, wow. Yeah, this was a tough fight here. They've got archers? Okay, well, everyone charge. Everyone charge. They're mostly archers now. We might be able to finish them off because our archers are not well armed or armored here. This is a tough fight, but I think we're gonna pull off the victory here. Yeah, okay, we're gonna take them. The archers are not gonna be able to finish this off here. It's probably the rest of the, the merchant's last crewmen. These are like his apprentices and whatnot. Yeah, they're still fighting. They know what's gonna happen, right? They know if they lose, bad things will happen. This is gonna be a good amount of loot for our troops though. They lost some men, but the rewards are probably gonna be worth it here. There we go. Wow, that was a tough fight, actually. But I'll take the victory here. I mean, that's how it has to be, especially early game in Bannerlord. You're gonna be losing some guys, but you want to just kind of keep progressing, get your core group of troops, developed here. Most of our guys were injuries. We only lost 10. We have a lot more wounded than anything, so losing 6 huntsmen, that sucks, but 3 younglings sucks, but mostly just wounded. And if we captured a few ships out of that, then that's gonna be absolutely worth it. We'll take those prisoners. We've got way more prisoners than we can currently handle. So I'm gonna drop a few. Yeah, we'll want to keep the better ones here. We should be able to hold more prisoners once our troops become, get up to their full health. But we did get some nice level ups, and that's all pretty much just as important as any loot that we got from that. Nice, we got one guy up to NORD Berserker as well. Bring those younglings back to the bottom. Like I said, it's just how I like it. Bring the NORD Berserker up top. And yeah, this is we'll see. You're over your prisoner limit. We'll see how that plays out. Nice. We did get some decent loot here. Bronze bracers. Those are better than, you know what? We'll take these bronze bracers. Interesting. Nice little bit of loot there. Kind of cool. We'll take that. A walrus tusk. Ooh, they were selling walrus tusks and jewelry. They got tools, whale oil. Ah, all right. This loot is actually gonna be worth quite a bit of money here. Oof. It's a little bit more than our ship can handle, but I'm hoping that we captured some ships here. We captured one. That's probably going to increase our holding capacity on our ship somewhat. Let's take a look at our inventory here. Oh yeah, see, there we go. That one Knar increased our holding capacity for loot significantly, so that's gonna let us kind of keep on here. Okay, so as I was bringing my ship back to the city of Greatsfjord, the Sturgians and the Nords have made peace. I'm not sure on whose terms. Looks like the Sturgians are paying the Nords. This is all bugged out for some reason. I'm not sure. It's probably one of my mods. But it appears as though the Sturgians are paying the Nords their war reparations, so that means that we won at the very least. I don't know if we had captured anything. Oh yeah, maybe we captured a Gilting and Vladiv. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So the Nords have actually pushed into northern Sturgia, which is, you know, that's where I'd like to see them. Sometimes the Nords will kind of go into this region fighting the Batanians or the Vlandians, which totally makes sense, but I'm good if we end up trying to capture these northern lands here. I like the Sturgians, but you know, they are, well, they were our enemies at the very least. Regardless, we got ourselves a ton of loot from that, and now we can go and I don't like this large force of sea raiders here. I'm gonna try to kind of keep away from them if we can here. just able to dodge them there. I probably could have helped that other character, but just wanted to kind of get away from the enemy there. We're gonna go and we're gonna trade. I don't know if I'll keep the Knar with us. We'll see. I'm gonna sell the cow. I'm gonna sell basically all of this loot here, except these Northmen Raider guards. I'll probably give those to... Yeah, I'll give those over to Ufeg. Does he need a hat? Give him a fur hat? Looks kind of silly. Somebody called me out. It was like, oh, why don't you ever wear helmets? Mostly just for the aesthetics, the looks of it. I did not realize Cord is actually short. He's quite short. All right, let's sell the rest of this here. Is hardwood? This doesn't really. I guess that is technically a decent deal. It does weigh quite a bit, and we've got a lot of it, so I think we'll just sell a reasonable amount. Flax, this worth? Tough to say. I mean, that merchant caravan was worth a lot of money to us here. The leather seems worth a decent amount. I don't know the prices of all this stuff offhand. Whale oil? I don't know if that's worth selling here. We'll sell the wine, the silver ore. We don't have a merchant in our party, so that's why I don't actually know if these prices are good or not, but we'll take what money we can. 507 seems like... Oh yeah, okay, we'll sell 2. Price for that just goes down real quick. I'm gonna keep the beer. The date fruits I'm willing to sell. Olives, grapes. I mean, this is a ton of... This is way more stuff than we need. I think we'll sell some of the grapes. We'll sell a little bit of our grain too. We'll keep a nice mixture of food, because I believe having a good variety of food, yeah, increases your troops, you know, how much morale they have. We'll sell the rest of this as well. I just want to make as much money from our little... Ooh, what was that? Legendary? What was that legendary thing? Legendary wooden hammer? Let's bring that back. I don't know if this is actually all that good. Handling 110. Swing speed? One-handed? Doesn't deal much damage, though. 25 damage only. Huh. Interesting. Press down. You know what? The damage isn't like that terrible. Cord, what does your sword do? Quite a bit more, but the handling on it is quite good. I don't know if it's actually that good, though. I think we're still just going to get rid of it there. Do we need these horses? Probably not. I'm not worried about much like land battling right now. This Galilee axe. Well, we'll just sell that as well. Just get rid of all of this. Here, we've still got a lot of loot to sell, but we should be okay there. 12,000. That's a decent chunk of money here. I will take it. we'll set sail. I'll head to the other. I'll head to the next town here because I do want to upgrade my ship. And currently, I don't think the Nords are at war with anyone. So our mercenary work right now is, I guess, paused for the moment. So I'm gonna head over to Havalvik here, and we'll just play things by ear. See if there's any tournaments or if we can level up our troops. One thing I do want to say, if you have been watching this series, if you've watched the previous 4 episodes and you've watched this episode, you know, I'm still kind of on the fence as to whether, you know, Bannerlord is going to be a permanent mainstay on this channel. I do enjoy this game, but if you have been enjoying this series and you want to see more Bannerlord, please do let me know in a comment below. And yeah, just let me know what you think. You know, commenting helps the algorithm. Leave a like on the video as well. I'm hoping that these videos kind of pick up a little bit as we go along in the series. So yeah, if we get some support for Bannerlord, I'd like to keep it on because it's just a game I enjoy playing, and I think it's got a lot of roleplay potential. Gonna recruit some troops here because we can and we need to. Gonna do that. I'm actually tempted to go and deal with this raider hideout. So let's disembark here. And we'll go and deal with these raiders. Maybe these villagers will appreciate the fact that we've dealt with some raiders in their area. So we'll just go along with this. I'm gonna have all of our troops charge in, and we'll just go with them. This is gonna be, you know, not a big issue. I dare say. See if we can hit this guy in the back. There we go. Oh, right over his shoulder there. This guy's charging in here. Oh, took him down though. Like I said, I'm decent enough with the throwing weapons. You know, I've definitely got some room to improve. I haven't used them very much before. Typically, I play as a mounted swordsman. That's kind of my typical play style. But I do enjoy this more, this like pure raider style. So let's just kind of lean into it. Why not, right? Plus, we still need to get some battling going on, anyways, right? Don't wanna let our men get weak. I've been reading a lot of the Bernard Cornwell books. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those. The show The Last Kingdom is based on it. Follows the story of Uhtred of Bebbanburg. Really enjoy those books, and it always just makes me think of you know, when I think about like the shield wall and that kind of battle experience. That's what I go back to because I've been really enjoying those books. So. All right, the leader of these Sea Raiders coming out. We still hate the Sea Raiders. We technically are a Sea Raider ourselves now, but, you know, anybody, you know, a lot of these guys probably former Sea Hounds. And so, you know, I'm willing to basically commit them as our enemies here. Ooh, okay, that was a big hit, actually. He's gonna hit. Ooh, this guy's relatively tough there, but we took him out. He got a good hit on us, and that was the last hit that he got. There we go. Finished him off. We didn't lose. I think we lost, what, one guy there? We're going to take them as loot. And, ooh, they had a bunch of troops. Oh, and some of them are good, too, like a Nord Hearthguard. A Nord Hearthguard, great troop. They've got some Nord peasants. I don't even know what the difference between a Nord peasant is and a Nord youngling. We'll grab them here. I don't think we're going to be able to bring all of these troops along. I think our ship can hold 54, so we will have to send a few of these peasants back to their village. Oh no, it says 57. No. Oh yeah, okay, 49. 49 is our total. So we can bring these along. I'm not sure if we'll keep them. I don't know if they're actually any good. The Nord Hearthguard, though, that guy's definitely going up in our list. I mean, look at the armor. Weaponry, pretty strong. I think this is one of the top tier NORD troops. So absolutely, we're going to keep them. We've got a lot of prisoners now, and we're just going to be selling all those. Oh, this is good loot. Balanced harpoons. That is actually pretty good loot. I want to sell them. I'll give Cord some harpoons or some splintered throwing axes. But yeah, the rest of this, we're gonna bring this loot along with us here. Yeah, that's totally fine. Not worried about being over our limit because we're gonna get back into our ships anyways. Your men spot several deer on the outskirts of the village, a rare thing in a land where meat and hides are valuable. The villagers tell you that there was an unusual crop of acorns this year, while fear of bandits, probably the ones we just killed, has prevented them from hunting as they normally would. They invite you to shoot a few deer, as there will be plenty to go around anyway, and the beasts are trampling the crops. Free meat, a bit of fun and practice for your men. Sound the hunting horn. Party becomes disorganized. Increase reputation for being generous. Get 3 loads of meat. Experience. 50% chance of 2 troops getting wounded. Yeah, that's a bunch of loud local or loud amateur hunters will scare the game and probably injure themselves. Hunting requires patience. You got real reputation for being fearless. I like the idea of, there's a moment of peacetime. We'll let our men, have a little bit of a rest. I'm willing to do this, and the experience is totally fine. Our party became disorganized. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but being disorganized is basically just what happens after a battle, and it basically slows your troops down. So if you were fleeing from a battle, or you were just in a battle and you're trying to escape and your troops are disorganized, they move slower, which is going to allow enemies to catch up to you quicker. And so that's not ideal for some situations, but considering where we are and the situation we're in, not too worried about being disorganized. So we're going to head into Hvalvik here. We're going to repair our ships. We're going to go to trade so we can collect all our money first and foremost. We're going to sell basically everything we can. I want to get rid of more of this hardwood. I know we're not selling it for the best of prices, but we're not a merchant. And I want to clear out some room in my inventory. I want to get rid of some of the flax as well. Let's get rid of a bit of that. Just to, like I said, to lower the weight that we're carrying here. We've got a bunch of salt and raw silk. Like, this is worth decent money here. I know it's probably worth more in other places, but we're not a merchant. We're just here to like sell what we can, make some money here, and that's it. Walrus dust, not selling for very much here though. So much fish. We've got a lot of more food than we need, honestly. I know fish is not worth very much here, but I just want to lower some weight. Olives are worth a little bit. I'm willing to sell those. Same with some of the grapes. I'll keep a few for that morale bonus. But yeah, not too worried about that. We're going to sell all of this stuff here to get the money. We're going to sell... The sumpter horses are good. If we were on land, these horses would provide us carrying capacity, but we are pretty much always on our ships. I mean, we go onto land a little bit. The thing is, so when you're on land, the horses provide you with carrying capacity on land, but when you're on a ship, the horses count against your carrying capacity, or the weight of the horses is counted in part of your carrying capacity. I don't know if it's worth it to keep a few of those sumpter horses. How much weight do they you know what, they don't add that much weight to it. What did we have? 9. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Not an ideal situation. I mean, it's nothing bad really, but like I said, yeah, it's this hardwood that's really probably weighing us down because we've got so much of it here. I know this is You know, if you're playing a merchant character, you're going to want to do it a lot differently than this, but I'm not playing a merchant character. I'm not too worried about that, so I'm just going to take the money here. We're over our carrying capacity. Yeah, I understand. What are we going to do? Trade? Oh, that's what we were just doing. I want to take a look, see if there's any decent like armor. We've upgraded our weaponry pretty decent. We've got a lordly Nordic targ and a reinforced leather-bound battle axe, which is pretty good. You know, if there's a decent looking helmet, I would probably wear it. Crowned helmet, very expensive there. Ornate Vendel helmet. We could technically afford this. Looks kind of cool. But I don't want to spend that much money. Nordic civilian hat with fur brim. Yeah, no, we're you know, the helmet list look works for me for now. Wolf fur cape, that's what we're already wearing. Kind of armor. Gilded shield companion armor. Yeah, it would be cool, but not gonna spend that much money on it. Y'all gotta take a look at him in his skivvies there. Majestic iron boots. Those are quite a bit better than our current boots. We're probably not getting hit in the feet much because we aren't a mounted character, but I'm willing to do a little bit of an upgrade. All right, so considering we are no longer at war, we are going to have to look to other methods for, you know, continuing our progression, you know, keep on leveling up our troops, leveling up ourselves here. Looks like we might have somebody leveling up. Oh yeah, okay, our brother, who is our current scout. Let's see, -20 overburden penalty? That's not actually terrible. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. This one might be better, but it's tough to keep your morale I mean, it's not that tough to keep your morale high, but I'm okay with this. Let's see, Rolling Thunder. Yeah, let's go with that, sure. Not too worried about Cord's skills. Oh, one thing I did want to do is go in here. Do we want to keep the we want to keep this Knar? It does boost our carrying capacity quite a bit. Cargo capacity, yeah. I mean, but we can boost that. I don't know. I mean, having 2 ships with us, the seaworthiness of this is just not that good. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna focus on building up our main ship here, and I'm willing to spend some money on that. So I'm gonna grab some reinforced northern shields. That gives crew shield hit points, 50 extra %. That's good. Heavy storm cover increases our cargo capacity by 10%, so that's what we're looking for right away. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, we'll grab that one. We want better oars as well. Travel speed +6 and oar speed +50%. Definitely good. We can't get any sails here. They're not available in the settlement, and I don't have any mastheads unlocked either. So we're gonna pay about 10,000 for this. Totally okay with that cost because it's gonna be a big boon for our ships here. Now, how is our crew looking? Oh yeah, I need to sell those troops as well, or sell those prisoners. So we're gonna go to the tavern district. We're gonna ransom those prisoners for 2,000 bucks, which is a nice little bit of money there. Let's go and we'll set sail. I'm gonna look for some sea raiders to engage battle with. We'll take their ships and we'll sell them. All right, so I have found some sea raiders. We do outnumber them slightly, but not so much, although they are running from Adaltrud's party. Okay, well, looks like he's not chasing them down. So I think we're gonna chase. Ooh, actually, Adaltrud might come in to join us here. I wonder if we can kind of lure them in to fighting him. I'm just gonna stay on this side here. If we can fight them at the same time, that would be perfect. I'll let them. They're kind of gaining on Adaltrud. I wonder if Adaltrud will join us here. if we just engage. Let's see. No, it's just us. Do we want to take them on our own? We have the slight advantage. You know what? And I don't necessarily want to share with the Vlandians. Yeah, let's just go and do this. We're going to take them ourselves here. They're going to be split up onto probably 3 ships again, so we should be able to do our thing. And our troops are much better equipped this time compared to how they were before. We've got the shields as well, so we're protected a little bit better from their archers. Generally, this fight should be easier than our last one, so I think we should be able to handle it reasonably well. We'll see. Sea Raiders are, once again, like I said, some of the more difficult troops to face. So, we gotta be careful. We're gonna lose some guys, but if we can capture a couple ships, then it will end up being worth it in the end. That money can go pretty far. Like I said, you want to just kind of keep up building your money, keep building your troops up. We're gonna try to get boarded onto here. Let's go. All right, that's perfect. There we go. We can get aboard, I believe. There we go. Let's try to get some javelins off here. There we go. Take a few of them out if we can. These guys coming across. There we go. Make sure that they pay the price for coming across there, which they definitely are, as you can see. All right, axe out. Let's go. Take these guys down. Gotta help our crew out here, because they are, like I said, they are dangerous. Not ideal. Everyone charge. Let's get everybody moving. Looks like we got this well in hand, I would say. At this point here, they're trying to cut themselves free. Oh, cowards. Oh, this isn't gonna work out well for them. There we go. Oh yeah, now we're rolling. Sea Raiders don't stand a chance against us at this point here. We're just gonna keep taking them down. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Let's get them. It's a Sea Raider. Can't even tell anymore. There we go. Our men are finishing them up. We're definitely losing a couple guys, but it is what it is. Battle is battle. Only so much you can do here. Oh yeah, they somehow got aboard our ship there on the back, but there's only a couple of them left. Not too worried here. Let's finish them off. There we go. That's gonna be it. There we go. We've won the battle. How many men did we lose? 10. Mostly younglings and peasants, so 60% of it was the youngling and the peasants. I'm okay with that. Don't want to... Ooh, we lost a berserker. That's not good. Our Hearthguard's still good, though. Yeah, not too bad. I'll take it, considering what we were fighting there. Gonna grab all the prisoners. And quality veteran warrior axe. That's better in almost every regard other than weapon reach. Handling's good. Handling, I believe, affects how fast your weapon comes up to speed to do full damage. So you can hit them earlier within your swing cycle, and it will deal more damage. So having handling up is good, because you're rarely going to be able to always hit the person at the full extension of your swing. So getting that getting that handling, I almost said animal handling. So I was just playing D&D last night. So yeah, I'm going to say that's probably better. I'll probably give this axe to Cord, because it's a decent axe. Legendary round shield. That's good. Is that better? It's not better than what we have, but it's better than Cord's shield here. So I'm going to give him the legendary round shield. That's pretty good. Let's see what we got from the ships. Just one ship usable here. I mean, it's one of the light ships. We're going to take it. Better than nothing. We'll sell it, of course. And that was honestly not too bad of a battle. Probably get a couple thousand gold out of it. And we'll see, did we? Oh yeah, and look at this, some of our men level. Ooh, the Nord Hearthguard has leveled up to Shield Companion. That is, okay, this has got to be one of the top tier, if not the top tier troop. No, you can go up one more, Nord Huskarl. Nice. I don't know the Nord troop tree that well, so yeah, I'm not sure what their top tier troops are. We got some more warriors, so we're gonna put them all into axe warriors. I don't like the spear ones because they don't, as they level up, they become two-handed weapon users, and lacking shields is not something I typically like for my troops. I do need to get some more archers here going. The peasants upgrade into younglings. Probably not even worth I'll keep them around because I don't want to just let them out at sea, but grab this Nord Warfang as well. A couple axemen. Yeah, we'll go. I want to keep it with the shield, so the biters and then the Nord marksmen here. Younglings back down to the bottom, peasants as well. Once again, doesn't matter, but that's just how I do things when I play. So we're gonna go get rid of those prisoners back in Havalvik, which is kind of our home base at the moment. Looks like we might have leveled up here as well. We can get another point. A focus point. I'm tempted to round that out over in Shipmaster. Sure. Get those ones all leveled up. There's definitely better mechanical choices here that I'm sure people who are, you know, a little bit more hardcore at this game than I probably know. But, you know, I typically just kind of go with vibes. So it is what it is. Repair the ship. Oh, I shouldn't have repaired that actually, because I'm just about to sell. I'm gonna sell this light ship anyways. It's not that I don't like having multiple ships, but I don't like having. I'd rather keep my ships. I don't really want a light ship. Like I said, you know, we could go in here and you can see, like, if I get another ship, you know, I'd like to get maybe a Drakkar, you know, but these are very expensive, 80,000. This is where I'd like to upgrade to get a Drakkar. Battle Canar is actually, this is actually kind of interesting. Battle Canar, it's a nice wide ship. Canars, if I remember correctly, were kind of Norse like trading vessels. They were, you know, wider and they could hold more cargo. They were used for like trading and things like that. Whereas like long ships, as you can clearly see, a little bit narrower, probably meant more for, you know, moving faster and quick raids and things like that. So we're gonna get rid of the Scarlet Hawk. Like I said, I shouldn't have repaired it. Because I don't think repairing it makes it worth more, but, you know, whatever. Mistakes happen. It's fine. We're going to sell everything that we've picked up here. Dented nasal helm over leather. Yeah. Just get rid of whatever we can here. Oh, I sold some of our beer. Whatever. No, okay, let's go back. Reset everything. Yep. And then we'll sell that. I don't want to sell my beer. The men need beer. You can't just ask your men to go into all these battles and not bring beer along for them. So we got a little decent amount of money from that. Definitely going to take that. Can we recruit troops? I don't know if we can. We can bring some more troops on. So yeah, let's bring them. Get some troops from here, and let's go to the port. We'll set sail. Let's go to Lagshofen. This is actually where Gunner's from. He did say he was going to return there. I wonder if we can actually find Gunner in the village. I'm actually quite curious about that. Let's take a walk through the lands. I guess it's nighttime, so he might not be up and around. Okay, let's take a walk through the lands. Looks like our brother Cord is coming with us here. So let's go and see if we can find Gunner. One of the cool things about this game is the villages, you can really like go and just explore completely around them. It's quite cool. And just a fun little thing to do if you haven't done it a lot. just exploring the villages and, you know, seeing around. We can go and talk to the notable villagers if we want. They'll have quests, but I'm not really interested in pursuing most of their quests. It's just, it can be worthwhile, but it's not really worthwhile in our circumstances. Some peasants here. All right, Gunner. Can we find Gunner? Well, I didn't find Gunner, but I found Ufeg here.
I await your orders.
Huh, that's cool. So Ufeg's just kind of hanging around the port. Gunner, he is here. Nice. That's cool.
Welcome. I've been entertaining the village with tales of our adventures. If you're looking for recruits, then I doubt you'll find a more promising batch than the lads of Lagshoven. You always have a place by my hearth, old friend.
That's really cool. I was kind of disappointed that Gunner doesn't become one of your companions at the end, but he is an old man, and, you know, the idea that he retires to the actual village in the game that he says he's from, and that you can go and find him, that's a nice little touch. Well, he said, you know, we can find the best warriors in this village. You know, I kind of agree with. Oh man, look at that, beautiful, beautiful game. Let's see if we can find. Let's recruit some Lagshofen villagers. Yeah, look at this. They got some Nord warriors here. Hell yeah. So if you do make friends with the various notables, you can recruit better troops from them. That is probably the biggest perk of doing so. But right now I'm just happy to you know, level up my troops as is. So we'll make do you know, the old way. We got some troops that we can get rid of, or prisoners, I suppose. So we'll do so. Let's go to town center, tavern district, ransom. Barely any money, but it pays for those troops that we recruited. Back to the port and set sail. Let's look for some more sea raiders. I'm hoping that the Nords will go back to war sometime soon. Hopefully with the Vlandians. I'd also take, well, the Empire. Empire's strong though. Oh, the Khuzaits. Okay. Haftar has declared war with the Khuzaits. I don't know how well our troops are gonna do against Khuzaits. So Khuzaits are basically like the Mongols, mounted warriors, mounted archers specifically. Probably gonna be tough for us to deal with because we're all basically completely not, you know, not mounted. But there are ways to deal with the Khuzaits, especially if you've got lots of archers. They're not that bad to deal with. They can just be annoying, especially if they catch you in flat plains. The Khuzaits will have the advantage. There's some cheesy tactics you can use against them. I'm not above cheesy tactics, but I prefer to play things a little bit more, you know. Like I said, as much as I like to roleplay this game, part of it is just that I'm not a min-maxing, you know, type of player of any game. I like to play things just in the way that feels natural, you know. I like to use tactics in this game because it is a tactical game. I'm gonna try to avoid this storm here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to. We might be able to just skirt the outside edges of it. Ooh, we might need to head into the lake district here. Yeah, somebody said that this is Lake Laconis, and I believe that's correct. So, yeah, let's head into Lake Laconis here. I guess we're following the storm, and we will. I don't want to get in the storm too much. We're probably gonna come. We can definitely make our way up this river here. Not sure if this river has a name in the lore, but it goes pretty far. Wow, like really far north. The cool thing is you can sail your ship all the way up that river. I believe most of these. Not sure about all of these rivers, but definitely a good amount of them you can. I don't know if the Khuzaits have merchant ships. If they do, those I think we would be able to handle pretty easily because they probably would still have mostly, you know, mounted type troops, but because they're on ships, they're not going to be mounted. That might give us a slight advantage. But yeah, we'll see how this all plays out. All right, yeah, I think we're gonna go and, ooh, here's a convoy. I was gonna go and raid this village, but we've got a convoy coming right in close, and I think that this is gonna be probably worth more money and be an easier fight than the village. So I think that's what we're gonna go for. Hand over your goods or die. All right, yeah, I think we can handle some Crusader ship folks. Like, they can't be that strong compared to Norse or NORD mariners, right? We should be able to deal with them relatively easily, I would hope. We'll see. I mean, you know, no fight's gonna be perfectly easy, but if there's any faction that I would like to fight at sea, it's gonna be the Crusaders. You know, the Mongols, look what happened when they tried to invade Japan. Yeah, I know it was a storm, but, you know, they've just got bad luck when it comes to the sea, right? So that's the way I look at it. They do have archers, that's for sure. Are they gonna... We're gonna board them here. The archers, you know, might be a little bit of an issue, but I'm not too worried. Let's get over and pull them ashore here. Or not pull them ashore, but pull them aboard. Get our men, come on, we're getting them close there. There we go. Yeah, the archers, well, we've got archers too, so it's not like, it's not completely one-sided. Oh yeah, this is, Crusaders are not meant for the sea, that's for sure. Clearly, as you can very clearly see, this is not their forte. They're trying to like circle around us and hit us with more archers, so that is a little bit annoying. We're gonna get back in control of our boat, cut ourselves free. We're gonna have to get over onto the next one. They're almost using the same tactics they use when they are using their horse archers. This is actually, yeah, okay, this is actually, get those things cut, men, come on. Yeah, there we go. All right, we need to get over there and board their next ship. All right, so they do have, you know, they're not completely helpless, that's for sure. They do have good archers, and that's, you know, their prime advantage. Unfortunately for them, as soon as we board them, and I'm sure they're gonna try to get away here, we're gonna get up nice and close if we can. Get the hooks out, there we go. That should give us the opportunity to pull aboard here. The other boat is gonna be going. This looks like their main one here though, so we should, oh, a little bit of a ram there. Let's get the shield up. Once we get the nets across, we should be able to just plow through this ship here. I'm gonna tell everybody to charge. We should be able to take them down without too much issue, I'm hoping. You know, they've got some warriors. You know, I'm not gonna say the Crusaders are, you know, cowards or anything like that. That they certainly are not. But they are just not meant for sea battles, right? Like this is not their forte. Come on, this is where the Nords are strongest. You know, the sea's just raging around us. They got another ship over there. We're gonna kill everybody on this one, get aboard here, and then take down their last ship. Capture the ships, capture all their loot, and go and sell it probably in some Imperial city. And I'm already thinking about what we're gonna do with all the loot that we've just captured. This is a merchant convoy, and they're gonna have loot for us. Their archers are annoying. I'll give them that. Come on, guys, cut free here. One last one. Just gotta get that last one done. There we go. Now we should be able to get back onto the oars. handle the last ship with ease. Not very many troops aboard it, so shouldn't be too much of an issue here. Let's go get ourselves nice and close. I mean, their archers definitely dealt, you know, they did some damage to us. I'll give them that. But overall, this was an easier victory than a lot. I like that every faction also has their own unique boats. Is that a Crusade guy in the water there? Just trying to get here so we can get nice and close and ram them. I think that might... Is that a Crusade? I think that might be a Crusade in the water. Or is that one of our guys? I can't tell. Somebody went overboard at the very least. Alright. No, that was one of our guys. I guess he was... Alright, let's go. I'm gonna try to get aboard here, get my shield up. Try to take... Ooh. I got a nice hit in on me. There we go. There we go. Done. We won the battle. How many troops did we lose? 10? Mostly the younglings, though. So that's, you know, that's kind of what we expect. We're gonna capture any prisoners that we can. We've got some loot here. Nothing crazy. Whale oil's good, pottery. Some steppe horses, some velvet, silver ore, that's worth some money. Linen, worth some money. Wine, leather. Legendary wrapped arm guards, not particularly good. Some hides. There's enough loot here. Certainly that made it worth it, I would say. We're gonna grab... Oof. Once again, we're a bit overboard on our capacity, which I'm okay with, because I'm sure we captured at least one of their ships. We're gonna take that ship. Does it provide us with... Oh yeah, it's got a bunch of cargo capacity, so we should be okay now. And we're gonna go and take that, and we'll just go and sell it right in Argeron there. Probably get rid of the majority of our loot here, and we'll get rid of that ship as well. Overall, a fairly successful, little sea battle and raid on our enemies. That's how you make the money. All right, let's manage the fleet. We're gonna sell this ship here before we do any repairs. So let's sell it. Not too much money. We're gonna repair the wave steed, of course. Not able to do any improvements there. And then we'll go to trade everything that we can. All right, so I have sold all of that loot that we had collected there, plus a little bit extra. Not the most ideal prices, just because when you sell everything in one town, the price for it goes down very quickly because it is a supply and demand based economy within the game. The more of a certain resource that's in the settlement, including stuff that you sell, the lower the price is going to be because there's less demand. So selling all of your loot, like if you have a ton of a single resource, it makes more sense to spread it out among many different towns. But we don't have the time for that. And Stalbjorn's not a merchant. He's not thinking like that. He's just like, let's just unload this and go get the next load of loot. So 26,000 gold for all of that is totally fine. That's a lot of money, and I am more than willing to work with that. Our troops might be a little bit banged up from that. Some of them have leveled up. Nice, NORD Huskarl. That one guy has gone up several levels here, and now check him out. Looking pretty damn fierce, that's for sure. We've got some NORD warriors who can level up here. We'll get them over to Axeman. Our archers are finally starting to pan out a bit better. We've got some NORD huntsmen who are going up. Yeah, the quality of our troops is increasing significantly here. We'll split the younglings. We'll do 5 archers and 5 others. Got another youngling here. Gonna move this peasant down. Yeah, we're starting to look definitely a lot better in terms of the quality of our troops. Whereas before we had, 10 good troops? Now we've got 1, Let's see, 10 here, Berserker, so 12. Sky Chosen. Yeah, we're starting to get a decent core of troops here that I am starting to think that maybe we will be able to use these troops for something a little bit more expansive, such as perhaps joining with Gorn Lautier's army. I'm guessing he's going to be defending a Guilting castle. Do we want to join up with an army? You know, I think that could be cool. Finally get a chance to show you guys some big battles. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. I think we're going to end the episode here, and we'll pick things up next time. Thank you so much for watching, Wanderers. Like I said, if you've been enjoying this series, do make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, and we'll keep the series going because I'm enjoying it, so hopefully you are too. But until the next one, Wanderers, thank you for watching.